Where is my where's my baby? I done lost my baby, y'all. What happened to my baby? She was up there. Gizmo done probably took my baby. Lord, I done lost my baby. I see her bot. Oh, there go baby Yoda. I done lost my baby. I done lost my child. Where my child at, Jesus? What she look like? I done forgot what she look like. Oh, my baby missing. I don't know where my baby is. Oh my gosh. I found her bottle, but I don't know where she is. My baby is gone. My baby. My baby. Where is my baby? Where's my baby? I done really lost my baby. Hold on. Let me look for my baby. Where is my baby? Baby. 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 Little baby. Baby. Oh my God. My baby is that her? Girl. You got me over here turning over pillows and blankets and stuff. Look, I found her. I found my baby. Girl, you was missing? Well, at least you had your pacifier. You didn't have your bottle. Po thing, you hungry? You hungry? How long you been down there? Gizmo probably knocked you down. I'm gonna tell Gizmo. Lord, my baby was missing, Melissa. My baby been missing probably for 2 days. She ain't had nothing to eat, po thing. She had a pacifier though. She had a pacifier, so she okay. But my poor baby was missing. Girl, if you don't stay up here, I remember putting her on the bed, asking her how she was doing. I was talking to her, and I must have like left her on the bed, and that was a bad idea. Cause then I saw her bottle, and I was like, "Oh my God, where's my baby?" And I'm looking all over the place for her child. She was on the floor, tangled up in a blanket. Gizmo had probably then kicked her and knocked her down. Wait a minute though. Why y'all didn't tell me that Paris was nasty? Like the water that the swimmers in has E. coli? Is that bad over there? I don't know. I thought Paris was clean. Like these people come to America and talk trash about us, but y'all lake is so bad that the swimmers can't get in it because of the E. coli. But wait a minute. They were supposed to had spent, I don't know how much money, trying to clean this lake up. And the people of France got upset and went to the lake and they added more poop. The protest, this how they protesting in France. They said they was gonna show up to the lake and poop in the lake to add more E. coli into the water because they're mad that the officials wanted to spend all of their tax dollars on trying to fix this lake up so that they could, have the Olympics. And, of course, when the Olympics comes to your area, it boosts the money, the economy for that area. So, of course, they were willing to spend tax dollars to fix it in hopes in hoping to recoup that money. But the people don't understand that, and they like, oh, you just wasting our money. So they was like, okay, well, we gonna go to the lake and add more poop as a way to protest. They don't violently protest out there. They protest. So they were all going to the lake, pooping in the lake. And that was their way of protesting. I heard it stinks. I heard that area where the Eiffel Tower is, I heard all that area stinks. It's like a sewery smell. And I was like, what? I thought the French people were like high end perfume, bougie. And y'all out here stinking? Like y'all stink? The French people are nasty? So that's just a facade? The looking good is a facade, like they stink, and it stinks in France, and the lake is full of E. coli. They only bathe once a month. Girl, what? What you mean they only bathe once a month? They not out here bathing? I thought only their ancestors did that. I thought they were bathing. But girl, I heard this. Now don't get mad at me, okay? Because the lady was white. So I'm gonna have to use the term white in this because the woman was white who said this. She said that I can't remember how many children she said she had, but she allows her children to say when they bathe. And if they don't want to bathe, she doesn't force them to bathe. She said they have a swimming pool. So isn't that considered bathing? The whole white people not using washcloths and, saying that black people are nasty or poor because we use washcloths and stuff. I do be thinking, like, y'all mamas and daddies didn't teach you how to bathe and didn't teach you like the importance of hygiene. I see now that some of these parents are still not teaching their children the importance of hygiene and bathing every day. Our skin is sloughing off and releasing cells, dead skin cells every day. And if you don't wash them off, if you're not getting rid of them, they are accumulating on your body and they stink. When mixed in with your sweat and your oils, and just everybody has a natural odor, which is your odor. So mixed in with what your body naturally smells like, all of those things get together and you start to stink if you're not bathing, especially areas where you sweat. I know me. I sweat like b- my head sweats a lot. That's one of the reasons why I really enjoy my hair being short, because it's so much easier to wash. I can, wash it and it'll dry really fast because it's short. My head sweats, behind my ears sweat. Always have a weird odor. Right here in the creases of my nose have always had, to me, a weird odor. My nose ring smells funny. I have to wipe it down constantly because I can smell it from the inside. Other people have said that when they move their nose ring, they can smell it also. I don't like the way that smells sometimes, so I'm like constantly wiping it down. And I don't know if it's just from, you know, like I don't know if it could be sweat, it could be oil, whatever. But it smells weird. Piercings smell weird though. They have, they do have a, to me, a weird, well, mine do. I don't know if other people's do, but mine smell kind of weird. Can't smell up here, but I'm pretty sure it smells too. And if you're not bathing, then you're gonna stink. And kids stink anyway. Little kids smell funny to me. My mom used to always say we smell like outside. So whenever we came from outside, my mom would be like, get in the bathtub, go take a bath. Because she said we smelled like outside. We just smelled, and that's little kids sweating and moving and dirt and everything because my kids used to smell like that. Like they weren't musty. They didn't get musty until they got older. But they just stink. They smell dirty. They smell like they've been outside playing. Little kids stink. Little kids, after they done been outside, they've been rolling around in the grass, they've been running and jumping and all that. They stink. And they need to take a bath. And if you're not bathing your children every day, you are nasty. If the French people are only bathing once a month, then that's why it stinks out there. That's disgusting. How are they still doing that? They didn't, they still stuck. They probably still pissing in buckets and throwing it out the window and stuff, like their ancestors was doing. They probably still do it. That's probably why it's so nasty out there. But they said that I guess their sewer system is still not comparable to the systems here in America because they still have sewage, raw sewage going into their lakes and stuff. And people can't swim. Like they haven't been able to swim in there since I think they said the 70s or something. The hell they doing? Are they slow? They can't figure out how to manage their sewer system? They need to come out here and let the Americans teach them how to get rid of that poop. And then you got the audacity to invite all of these countries to your country and it's full of shit. How the swimmers, oh my God. So I saw one of the swimmers getting prepared to swim and she was putting tape over her mouth. But girl, what about your nose, in your ears, in your like the water is gonna still get into your body. I could not even imagine them telling me that I have to swim in water that is contaminated with E. coli. That is a very serious thing to fight. So I don't know if they are pumping them up with antibiotics before I'm pretty sure they had to have like a series of shots and all that stuff before they traveled abroad anyway. But come on. Yeah, it does have it. Yes, it is the rain. Part of it is the rain. They said it is the rain because they get so much rain. It's rain runoff, and their system is just not able to handle it. So the sewer system and the rainwater just runs into their lake because their system is faulty. Girl, no gold medal is worth me having to fight E. coli. That can kill you. So I don't know if they can treat you in advance for it. I'm pretty sure they can give you and I'm pretty sure they knew this. The Olympic people knew this. I'm pretty sure they had already told them, look, the lake is contaminated. We gonna tell you now. We trying to get it together, but more than likely it ain't gonna be together. But we gonna work it out. So I'm pretty sure that the American Olympic doctors have probably treated them, the swimmers, because it's only the triathletes. They're the only ones that have to endure that water, is the triathletes. So maybe it hasn't happened yet. So they were saying that I think they were going to test the water again. And if it was bad, they wasn't going to do the water portion. They were just going to do the run and the bike ride. If they test the water and it's really bad, I don't think they're going to make them do it. So I don't know. But if the triathletes come back with salmonella poisoning, they got it from there. That's crazy. That is really crazy. So the only thing that I'm looking forward to is seeing Shakari run. I want Shakari to win a gold medal so bad. Like, oh my God. I want that for her so bad. I want her to win because her story is a true rags to riches story. And I want that for her. Because, I mean, even though she has already come back from what happened to her, like she's already come back, she's at the Olympics. But I want her to win. I want her to win it. I want her to get her gold medal. So I'm looking forward to Shakari. And then there's this black guy. I can't think of his name. My husband, my husband knows what his name is. Child, my pink is gone already. And I think what I'm gonna do is let it fade the rest of the way so I can do purple. Um, so I can do purple for 2 weeks and kind of see which one I like the best. I don't know if I like purple or I don't know which one I like. I'm trying to figure out if I want to keep it pink because I have figured if I want to keep it pink, I'm gonna have to do a permanent pink because temporary ain't gonna work. And I want to see Simone, but I only want to see Simone. I don't want to see anybody else. Because I'm not, you know that for some reason the gymnastics makes me nervous. Like the gymnastics kind of amp up my anxiety as I'm watching them because I'm like, oh my God, if they fall. I Gymnastics gives me too much anxiety. I can't really watch it like that. But I do want to see her. I think isn't this gonna be her last? Cause she's 27 years old. Ain't she the oldest one out there? Because she can stop now. She she and I'm not saying she should stop. I'm saying she can because she has made a name for herself. She really has. She did that. She did it. All of it. And she can stop at any time. And she will always be the GOAT. Because it will be nobody that is going to do everything that she's done. Nobody else had so far. Now, I'm not saying it's not going to be kids that may come up in the future, but they ain't here right now. They ain't with her. I can't. I don't know. It just and it always has given me anxiety. But I'm not really an Olympics girly. Like I never really watched the Olympics. Like the whole thing. I catch the I catch the replays and stuff like that. Like I'll watch that, but I can't watch like the whole thing. Like that shit get on my nerves. I'll be like, I can't watch all that. It's too much. Just just like sports, baseball has been the only sport that I have ever watched from start to finish. And the only reason is because my nephew has been playing since he was little. So we've been baseball auntie and uncle, because we've always supported him. And now that he's out of town and we're watching his games on TV, I'm actually sitting through the whole game. Like I'll get up and, move around and do something and come back and, watch some more of it. But I'm actually watching a whole baseball game. Because I'm not a sports watcher on TV. It would be better if I was at the game, but watching it on TV is just like, oh my God, I'm so bored. My husband cannot wait for football to start up again. He is a diehard Raider fan. He loves football. I don't even watch football with him. I'm just not into sports like that. The only thing about the Super Bowl that I enjoy is the halftime show. I don't care nothing about the football. I don't care who win. If I used to be a Raiders fan when the Raiders were in the Bay Area, but now that they in Las Vegas, I'm like, forget them Raiders. I don't have a team because I've never been a Niners fan. Ain't nobody on the Niners that really make me, oh yeah, I've never been a Niners fan. Probably because I've always rooted for the Raiders because we used to live in Oakland and the Raiders used to be Oakland's team. So I was a Oakland Raider fan by default because that was our team. And the Niners have always been our rivals because they were across the bay. So I never messed with the Niners. And now that the Raiders went to Las Vegas, I'm not just gonna pick the Niners up because no, don't work like that for me. So I don't have a team. Let me say this before I leave. If I post something on the community wall, or if I say something that somebody don't like, that you don't like, or don't sit well in your spirit, you need to go to your maker and talk to him about that. Because if you come and talk to me about it and you catch me in one of my moods, I'm going to block your ass. Go to Jesus and tell him what you don't like about me. Don't tell me. Don't tell me. Because you may catch me in one of my moods and then you'll never be able to tell me anything else because you'll be gone. If I'm talking about somebody and you don't understand what I'm saying, just skip over that because it didn't have nothing to do with you. Because if it was you, I'd have tagged you. Or if I'm talking about you, trust me, you'll know I'm talking about you because I'm going to say something that's going to let you know it's you. And if it ain't you, why are you worried? Just be happy that I'm not on your ass. Oh, she ain't talking about me. She talking about somebody else. Oh, who she talking about? That's the attitude you supposed to have. Not, oh my God, I didn't know you could act like that. Oh, I didn't know you did that. Oh, I didn't. Don't do that. Because when you do that, you get yourself in trouble. Now you blocked. You didn't got blocked because you worried about somebody else. I do that. I'm petty. I talk shit. I'm grown. I'm almost 60 years old. I can say and do whatever the fuck I want to do on this channel. And you can't say, oh, I didn't know you was like that. I didn't know you did that. I didn't know you was petty. Like, I didn't know you had an attitude like that. I do. You can stay. I don't have no attitude with you. Okay, I'll be back. All right. I just wanted to get that off my chest because that happened. That happened the other day, and I ended up blocking somebody because she got mad at me over something that had absolutely nothing to do with her. I'm talking about Connection. And I don't know if she was friends with Connection and got mad at me because I said something about Connection. But girl, you can't tell me who to talk about. Because next week I could be talking about your ass. You can't tell me who I can and cannot talk about. I can talk about anybody I want to talk about.
And you do.
Thank you. Now, it is a few people on here that I respect, and I wouldn't just go balls to the wall on their ass unless they said something that was really out of pocket to me. But I would try to talk to them first. I'll be like, hey, girl, what's going on? Then if they got stupid, then I would be like, oh, okay, well, they ain't messing with me no more. So, it's free game. But some of y'all, I don't know you like that. I'm not giving you them kind of chances. You get out of pocket. Oh, we out of pocket. We out of pocket. Girl, I don't know you. I don't know you and don't owe you shit. So, kiss my ass and be blocked. So that's what ended up happening to her yesterday. Because I'm like, girl, I'm not about to go back and forth with you. You blocked. Bye. If you care that much about Connection, about what I had to say about people cutting all their hair off, and what I posted came from Google. It said people who cut off all their hair because they have weird feelings about their own body hair do normally have a mental illness, because it's not normal for you to have an affinity to your own body hair. When your own body hair bothers you, it's something wrong with you. When you shave off your eyebrows, when you pluck your eyelashes out, you shave your hair bald, you trying to make sure you get all of your body hair off because it bothers you, it's something wrong with you mentally. And I don't know if this woman had this problem because she got really offended. The blurb that I posted came from Google. Okay? It's not some shit that I made up. It came from Google. Let me see if I can find it. Close that. I know the battery is low. You don't have to keep reminding me. Let me see if I can find it for y'all. Okay, it's this is what it says. People with trichotillomania find themselves repeatedly cutting or shaving their hair with scissors or razors, even when there is no need to. The act of cutting hair, therefore, may be linked to a compulsive mental disorder rooted in the subconscious that hair as a sensory organ can transmit. I can't read the rest of it because I didn't put the whole thing. But it is a mental disorder. And the woman got so mad at me for saying that. I don't know if this particular ex subscriber, because I blocked her, I don't know if she has this disorder and got upset because, when you see something, but I don't know why she would think that I was talking to her when she had not even been on the channel in a while. Like, I hadn't seen her. I like legit had forgot all about her. But when I saw her name, I was like, oh, okay, I remember her. But I don't know why she thought that that was geared to her when it had absolutely nothing to do with her. But she got mad and was like, who you think you a psychiatrist? Who gives you the right? Girl, that information came off of Google. But when I post something and you don't understand it, there is my email is listed in the about section of this channel. Shoot me an email and say, hey girl, what are you talking about? And I'll let you know. You don't have to assume and get mad and, you know, go to DEFCON 10 on me, because if you go to DEFCON 10, I'm going to go to 20 and I'm going to block you. I'm going to get so rid of you. That's because when I blocked her, her comment went with her. I didn't know that because I really wasn't going to delete her comment. But when I blocked her, it took her comment too. She it just blocked everything. But I'm like, y'all, we are adults. Adults have differing opinions. We're gonna have opinions. This is and this is a pet peeve of mine. This is something that I cannot stand, for someone to tell me, "Oh, I didn't think you were like that." Well, what did you think that I was like? You don't know me. None of y'all know me. You just know these little hour long or 7 minute long. You know what I put out on social media. You don't know me. That's what y'all need to understand. You don't know none of these content creators. You don't know what we do behind the scenes. I could be crazy as a mole rat, but I'm able to present myself like I got some sense. I can hold it together for an hour or two and present myself like I got some sense, but I could be crazy as hell on the back end. But you don't know that because you don't know me. So stop thinking you know me. Just accept the part that you see. Stop putting expectations on people. I didn't know you was like that. Yes, because you don't know who I am. Yeah, we don't know each other personally. You don't have a clue who I am. You have just, made up in your mind. Oh, well, she must be like this because we see this. Or, but then when I do something that is a little different from what I do every day, you're like, oh my God, I didn't know she did that. Because you don't know me. You don't know me. That was one of the reasons why I changed this channel name, because you guys had boxed me in to being Omo Oshun. You didn't think I was a real person because you had built this persona around Omo Oshun. No, I'm a regular person, a mother, a grandmother, a wife, just a degular person. Omo Oshun was a channel name. That was not who I was as a person. But people were starting to build so much around that it became a character, and I got tired of that. And I was just like, okay, I don't want to be that no more. No, you react to more than what's put out there. You react to what's put out there, and then you build on that. And I'm not saying you, but I'm saying some people do. They react to more than that. They take that and then they build a persona around that. You don't know anybody on social media. I was watching TikTok, and I guess a young lady, so they were an interracial couple. The young lady was African American and the guy was Caucasian. And so they, had this couples channel on TikTok. I think they had a baby. And, they were making it seem like they were living the life. Oh, he's taking care of me. He's doing this. He's such a great father. He takes me out to dinner. We do all of these things together. He's giving me presents, and oh, he's the best thing in the world for me. Basically, a black guy could never. And oh yeah, she's my queen, and I love her, and I take care of her. Come to find out, the black woman was paying all the bills. See, they mad at each other now. The relationship is over. And people in the comments, relationship goals. Oh, he treats her. Oh, they this. I wish my man, God send me a man like him. Now they done found out he a bum. He don't work. He don't do nothing. He ain't never did nothing. All the trips and cars and flowers and all that kind of stuff she was doing for herself just to make him look good, but now they funking and she wants the world to know, okay, that was a lie. Yeah. Hey Bathsheba, this is entertainment. Now, of course, there is some truth sprinkled in that. I am really a mother and wife and grandmother and all those things. But, you don't know my entire. I live in California. There's some things I ain't lied about. I'm not out here just lying on purpose. But, I'm not telling you everything about me. There's a lot of things about my, personality that you don't know. Like y'all, I'm not out here cussing y'all out, but I do cuss people out. I do have uh somewhat of an aggressive personality. Just slightly aggressive. But I keep it under wraps because I know that YouTube is not going to really let me go all balls to the wall like I can go. Some of my personality I keep under wraps because I know if I don't, all these videos will get demonetized. Do you know that the video when we was out here and they was the little daycare was having the little thing and they was playing their music and stuff. That video got demonetized because YouTube could hear that music. And we was just having a good time. I was singing the little songs and stuff, and that video got demonetized because YouTube could hear the music in the background. The music was that loud. I didn't think it would be loud enough, but it was. So, I'm nice. I keep some things under wraps because I know how YouTube can be. Oh, I believe that. They got Ari. They ran. I'm surprised she didn't come back though. They wouldn't have ran me off of YouTube. I would have just kept going. I would have kept going. I would have like tried to get it together and maybe had a segment going home to visit my son. I sure would. Because her money started rolling in. They wouldn't have made me give up my money. Mm-mm. They wouldn't have did that to me. I want one of these plants that they have at um is this Lowe's that they're growing in these like glass jars. I want one of these. I didn't even know you could grow a ZZ plant in water. I want one. I might go look for one today. I'm gonna get on my husband's nerves. I already know it. He gonna be like, "Didn't you just go plant shopping last week?" Yeah, but that was last week. Oh my god. I have an addiction to plants. You know how some people be addicted to drugs and alcohol and food? My addiction is plants. Plants. I need to go to therapy because I need to stop watching these plant videos. That's probably where I need a 12-step program to help me stop watching these videos. Oh, girl, I block people so quick. I'm not, like I might pop off and say something, but after I say it, I'm going to block you. I don't even give you a chance to respond. I just give you enough time to read it. I give you enough time to read it, and then I block you. because I'm not going to do that unless unless I want to do a video about it and turn it into content. I may do that, but then you still get blocked. Oh, you have an air plant? Is it an air plant? No, air plants don't require water. Air plants just. I want one of those too because they're small. They're like in little small pots. I don't own one of those. I want one of those. But I'm trying to figure out like where can I hang it? I don't know. Or can I just like put it in the windowsill? Will the sun burn them? I want one. I hope what my husband listening to is not gonna come out on the thing and then it get demonetized for that because he's listening to something loud, and I don't know why he got that on. You can't hear it in the shower. I don't know, child. I'm gonna have to get up off of here, y'all, because let me tell y'all what happened yesterday. So yesterday, we going to the movies, right? Now we always do this. Not always. Usually my husband get the tickets before we get there and we be fine. Yesterday, he didn't get the tickets until we got to the movies. And when we got there, the seats that we normally like to sit in were taken because we were going to see Deadpool, and it was crowded. The seats where we like to sit were already. I don't like to sit by other people. I didn't got spoiled. The movies that we go to, we like to sit in a booth, so it's only two seats. So it's nobody sitting. It's people sitting below us and it's people sitting above us, but you got to walk up the stairs to get to your seat that's above us, and it's like a railing separating where we sitting from where they sitting. That's where we like to sit in these booths. All the booths were taken. You would have had to sit next to somebody else, and I don't like to do that. So we done went all the way to the damn movies and didn't go. That was yesterday. So we ended up paying for tickets for today. So we already got our seats and everything. So the movie starts at 2. So we going to have to leave. We didn't see it. We didn't see it. We got to go back to the movies today because it was so crowded. Somebody had the seats that we like to sit in. So we left. Like the theater wasn't sold out, but where we like to sit was reserved because this theater has reserved seating. So where we like to sit was reserved. So we ended up leaving. We're going back today to see it because we got our tickets. Our seats are already reserved. So we're going to go and see it today. Luckily, it ain't the movie theater ain't far. It ain't close. It's in a whole nother city from where we live, but it ain't like, you know, super far. So after we left there, I was like, oh well, let's go to this barbecue restaurant. Why we get there and the restaurant closed? I was so pissed off. I was so mad. Then my husband was like, well, let's go to BJ's. I don't like BJ. I don't like the food at BJ's. I like the food at Yard House, but it be too crowded over there. God damn, it's so many restaurants where this Yard House restaurant is. It's so congested over there. It's Yard House. It's Crumble Cookies. It's Mod Pizza. It's what's those that steakhouse, something de Brazil steak. I mean, it is so what Old Navy is over there. Barnes and Nobles is over. It's just it's one of those escape places. I think it's called the Red Door or something. It's a movie theater over there. It's a what is that place where you go and play the games? I'm gonna say BJ's. I can't think of the name of it, but it's one of the every everything is in this little, I want to call it a strip mall, but it's not a strip mall. But it is kind of like a strip mall because it's got just all of this. It's so much stuff over there. So it's very crowded and congested. I hate going over there. The parking is horrible. It's a lot of parks, but the parking is just congested because they just put a whole bunch of parks in the area and they're just so close together. I mean, thank goodness we have a small car now, but it's just horrible. And then they took out a lot of the parking to add um, charging stations for electric cars. So one section is just for, electric cars and stuff. It's crazy over there. So we didn't go over there. And it's about to be crazy because they're about to open a Chick-fil-A. Benihana's is over there. Benihana's is about to be a Chick-fil-A. Daiso, Panera. It is so much stuff over there. Um, what is it? Big Five? Not Big Five. Five Below. Everything is over there. The donut place, Krispy Kreme. It's so much stuff over there. I mean, whatever you need is over there. And then across the street is a Buffalo Wild Wings and a Golden Corral. Across the street from this already congested area. Dave and Buster's. That's it. Dave and Buster's is in there too, child. It is a lot of shit over there. A lot. And so, um, I didn't want to go over there. I wanted to go to this other place where I thought this barbecue place, I think it's called Lucille's. And I had been wanting to try this place. And the last time we went, it was like a 30-minute wait. And I was like, what? Why? And the tables were empty. What is we waiting 30 minutes for, girl? Let me sit right there. And she was like, no, it's a wait right now. And so we ended up leaving that time and going to BJ's. And then BJ's food to me just, their food is mid. It's just not that. But you know what is good at BJ's though? That what is it called? A Wookie, a Bookie. It's a brownie cookie. It's a dessert. It's a brownie cookie, a brownie and chocolate chip cookie. Like they had a baby. They came together and had a baby. And it's in this tin. And they put vanilla ice cream. Now that was good. I don't like the one out here. The food was just, I mean, but it's bar food. You know what I mean? So I guess for the type of restaurant that it is, the food was okay, but it wasn't that good to me. That's what you
Look out.
wearing?
Hmm?
You wearing shorts?
Um, I guess maybe. I don't
You got your phone?
know.
Look and see what the
Uh huh.
it looked like
Oh,
it's
I don't
gonna
have
be
my
warmer than it.
glasses. I'll check.
Babe, can't your phone talk? Do it and give it to me. I'll look. Here go some glasses right here. You know my phone stopped talking. Siri, she don't talk to me no more. I don't know what happened. She mad at me? What I do to you, girl? I mean, she just was like, I was calling her yesterday. I was like, hey Siri.
What's the weather in Concord, California?
I'm just calling her and calling her.
3 degrees and sunny in Concord.
Oh, it's gonna be 80, 81.
81. Oh, okay.
Yeah, I wear
I'll
some
put on a
shorts.
t-shirt. I'm just calling her, and she ain't said a word. I said, oh, okay. That's where we at now. We didn't stop communicating with each other. Well, forget you too then. Heifer. She ain't said a word to me. She could have said I quit or I'm not messing with you no more or you got on my nerves or something. She ain't saying shit. She just stopped talking.
Wow.
What?
They chronologed their trip. They said it was 4 days, but they don't went through
Arizona,
Arizona,
New
New
Mexico,
Mexico,
Texas, Oklahoma,
Oklahoma,
Arkansas,
Arkansas, Tennessee
Tennessee.
welcomes you. He got a job out there. They're both of them. They're at working for the a bus company.
Oh,
She's doing an interview for dispatcher, supervisor, and he's driving.
oh, okay.
Well, he already got it. They got it, and then they just up and went out
Moved out there.
Yeah,
Oh,
so that's good. He got him a 3-bedroom house. He's renting it. 3-bedroom house.
yeah,
House,
they in
big old
Tennessee.
yard
It's
and
probably
everything.
cheaper.
It's cheap.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah.
we not moving to Tennessee though. I'm happy for him.
That's my baby.
Yeah,
We ain't going out there.
we not going out there, child. No,
You want to hang out in here?
he ain't eat. Feed him. See if he'll eat. Yesterday he acted funny. Do you know I had to hand feed this dog?
Ooh, we ain't going there. Come on. Come on. You either eat or you don't. Come on, dude.
I don't know what was going on with Gizmo last night. Right, he would not eat his food, but I picked a piece of it up, and I was like, "Here is your food." Like I'm showing it to him, and he ate it out my hand.
Ew.
And then I gave him his plate and he turned his head. So I said, well, let me pick up another piece. I picked up another piece. He ate it out my hand. So I offered him his plate again and he turned his head. I picked up another piece. He ate it off my hand. I just ended up feeding the dog his whole dinner out my hand. Yes, it was soft food. And I have issues with texture. And touching that dog food was making me almost want to throw up. But I did it because I didn't know what was going on with him. I don't know if he's having, if his neck is bothering him again and he's having a problem bending over and he doesn't want to bend over to get the food. He has an elevated dog bowl, and we bought him that elevated dog bowl so he can, go right to his food and get it. Don't like it. Don't do that. And I don't know. But when I was giving it to him and picking it up with my hand, and bringing it to his mouth. He was eating it. So I was like, Gizmo, this is what's in your bowl. Here, eat. And he was like turning his head. So I'll pick it up in my hand and put it. Boy, what is wrong with you? I'm not gonna be hand feed, and I know that my husband is definitely not going to hand feed that dog. And the only reason why I didn't just let that food sit on the floor is we don't have, it's not a problem, but I saw two or three little scout ants around my bathroom sink. So I have been making sure that, I close the drain and make sure that there's no water. You know how people wash their hands, the water may splash around, but I'm making sure that the sink stays dry. And I don't want any dog food or anything sitting around and the ants be like, oh, it's food here. So I wanted him to hurry up and eat his food so I can wash his bowl because I've been really diligent about washing his bowl, putting the bowl back into his little thing clean, and his water is in the other room. You know, trying to make sure that we don't get any ants. But he wanted to, I don't know. I don't know what's going on with Gizmo Child. Now he'll probably go in there and eat for my husband because he probably know, oh, he ain't gonna do that. He is not gonna hand feed me like a child. I mean, and he was legit licking my hand and everything. I was like, why? Why are you doing this? Because he likes to lick the bowl after he eats. If he really enjoyed it, he'll lick the bowl. He was licking my fingers. And I didn't want to make a big deal out of it because I didn't want to hurt his feelings. But don't lick me. Yeah, I like my fingers with the bowl. Like he was legit licking, trying to get all of the, because it was like little meat left on my fingers, and he was trying to get it. I was like, oh no, bro, we not doing that because you could have licked that bowl clean. You could have had your whole bowl. You could have been licking the bowl. You're not gonna lick me. So I don't know what's going on with Gizmo. I don't know. And maybe his arthritis is acting up and his neck because he does have osteoarthritis, and there are times when he should be like on bed rest, he should be resting. And they do say that, your dog will give you cues when he's in pain, or, and that is one of the cues is they don't want to, do too much bending of their neck and stuff. So I don't know. But he's not acting like he's in pain. He's still running. Usually, when he's in pain, he stops running. He has a higher bowl. He refuses to use it. We bought him a bowl that has a platform. He won't use it. He don't like it. So we start back to putting his food on the floor. But we bought him an elevated bowl to help because as soon as he was diagnosed with osteoarthritis, we started purchasing things to help him, like really soft beds, like what is it, Tempur-Pedic or whatever them beds is. We got them really nice, thick beds and the elevated food bowl. And Gizmo was like, "Who told you to buy that shit? I don't like that. Put my food on the floor where it's always been." I mean, he had an attitude. He went over there and looked at it and was like, "Who told y'all to do that? I don't want that shit. Put my food on the floor." So I went back to putting his food on the floor. Let me get off of here, y'all, and get dressed before my husband be like, "Oh, you not going." I will let y'all know how the movie went when we get back. I'll probably talk about it. Let me go on and throw these clothes on because I don't have a clue what I'm going to wear because it's supposed to be a little warmer out there than it is here. But I mean, it ain't going to be much. I'm just putting on some sweats and some capri pants or something and a shirt. So I'll talk to y'all later. I love you guys. I'll talk to you later.